Alright, what is up YouTube world? This is Eric Stone, and I'm going to do another video. I have not uploaded a video in quite a while, one that I'm talking. I've uploaded a few bands I've seen, J.T. Hubbard and the Damn Thing, Ron Harmon and Travis Mobley, Ron Harmon and Dirty Lindsay, so check them out. On Expiring Music Writer YouTube channel. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. Also comment, share, like, dislike, disagree. If you don't suggest, whatever you gotta do, just keep it, sensible. Anyways, this video that I'm going to be doing, it's going to be a little bit shorter video than normal. Usually I ramble on, but you never know, I might do that. I am drinking Evan Williams Cherry Whiskey and Coke. I usually drink something. I do these, but this video is going to be songs, and to be exact, I think it's 32 songs that my favorite songs I like to listen to every now and then. It can be from artists that's really popular to an artist that had one hit and anywhere in between. A lot of the Red Dirt stuff I've eliminated just because that's one of my favorite genres. This is mainly like Nashville based country, and I'm not meaning it in a bad way. A lot of 90s, a lot of 2000s music. I think there's one rock song from the 70s. I really didn't go deep into the rock because I really hadn't listened to a lot of rock to where I know, like, this was more country. And this is probably an episode or two. This is just the first handful that I could think of. And these are no in particular order. The first one is That's Just Jesse. It was a song from, I think, like 2002. And it was recorded by a guy named Kevin Denny, Denney. And he had like 2 hits back in the early 2000s. I think he only came out with 2 albums. He come out with one in 2002 or 3, whenever That's Just Jesse was going on radio. And then I think one like in 2016. I heard he still plays in Nashville, but he hadn't recorded anything in a long time. Check that out. That's Just Jesse, Kevin Denny. Number 2 is 19-something by Mark Wills. And I like a handful of Mark Wills songs. He's not one of my favorites, but this is probably my favorite song that he's done. It's an upbeat song about living in the 70s and 90s. And the funny thing is, a few years ago when I started writing songs myself, I started writing songs in 2016. But one of the first, well, I guess it'd be the second parody I did. Because the very first parody I ever did was, it was one to Garth Brooks' Thunder Road, I Want Another Aggro. And you can actually look that up on Expiring Music Writer YouTube channel. But anyways, and it's just about thinking about the good old days when you were a kid and a teenager. And I did an updated version because I was a kid in the 90s and early 2000s, so I hadn't done it yet on my YouTube, but I do have the lyrics. Number 3, Little Red Rodeo by Colin Ray. I also like a handful of Colin Ray songs. He's not one of my favorites, but I do like a few of his songs. This was actually, I think, wrote or co-wrote. I'm not for sure if he wrote it solely or with somebody, by Phil Vassar. I love Phil Vassar. I may be saying that wrong. Another one is actually also by Colin Ray, Little Rock. That's a great song. I love sad songs, I always have. When I really, really started getting into music, that's kind of where I went towards. So Little Red Rodeo, which is an upbeat song about a girl, this guy trying to find a girl. Then Little Rock is really about, I think, domestic abuse. It's a sad song, but I love it. The next song on the list is Start With Me, Jake Owen. I love that song because it just reminds me of being a teenager, and it's just a great song. And the next one is Joe Nichols. Tequila Makes Your Clothes Fall Off. That's just a funny song I like. It's a great song, great laugh song, and comedic song. Another one that I like is Broken Heartsville by Joe Nichols. That's a sadder song. Both great songs. Like I said, I'm not that big of a Joe Nichols fan, but I do love those two songs. Another one is Almost Gone, or not Gone, sorry, Almost Home by Craig Morgan. I love that song, and I love when Jelly Roll joined him on the Grand Ole Opry to do that song. I love Jelly Roll. The next song on the list is That's What I Love About Sunday, another Craig Morgan song, and I forgot about that song, and I thought of it when I was actually writing down this list. There's one song that I took off just because I like almost everything he's come out with. A guy named Trent Tomlinson had an album come out in 2006. I can't remember what the actual song is, but it's got One Wing in the Fire and Drunker Than You, and there's Angels Like Her, and there's a bunch of them. Great, like Honky Tonk and finds rock. It's great. Look him up. He's more of a songwriter now. I think he come out with another album like in 2016 or 17. But Trent Tomlinson, I know he's wrote, it's a popular song on the radio now. Something about George Strait. Damn Straight, that's what it is, yeah. But he's a great artist. I love all his stuff. But I was going to put One Wing in the Fire and Drunker Than Me. But I'm like, well, I really like all his songs, so. And this is where I only like a few songs. Yeah, It's Raining Here. Another one is Billy Currington's I Got a Feeling. I love that song. It's just a great song to sing along to. And I love Billy Currington, but not a lot of his stuff. The next one is Nothing's New by Clint Black. That's about the only song of his that I actually like. And it's nothing against Clint Black. He's a great singer, great musician. I just don't care that much for Clint Black, but this is a very slow, good song. Another one, this is a rock song, Love Hurts by Nazareth. And if you're a big music fan like I am, that's good. But anyways, Graham Parsons redid it in the early 70s. I can't remember on which one. On one of his two solo albums. But look for Nazareth and then look for Graham Parsons' version. And they both do a great version. Nazareth is rock, Graham Parsons is country. The next three songs are all by Andy Griggs. Andy Griggs made a few hits back, I think, in the late 90s, early 2000s. One of them that my favorite one is You Won't Ever Be Lonely. I love that song. And the next one is She's More. And then She Thinks She Needs Me. All great slower songs. I love Andy Griggs. Those just have to be my three favorite ones. And I've never really dived that much into Andy Griggs, but those three I really love. Another one, this guy has two. I think his very first single, he made kind of a splash, and then you've never heard nothing out. I've never heard nothing out. A guy named Jason Michael Carroll. Living Our Love song. It's just a feel-good song about loving a girl. And then Alyssa Lies, and that's a sad song. That is about domestic abuse to a kid. It's just a sad song, and Alyssa ends up dying. So if you like sad songs, go look it up. It's a tearjerker. It will make you cry. The next song is Barefoot Blue Jean Night. I love this song. It's just a feel-good, sing-along song, summer song by Jake Owen. Another one is Tonight I Want to Cry. That is by Keith Urban. I love this song. Piano, oh God. The next one, this is another one that's got three. But for the Grace of God, I think, don't quote me, but I think it was his very first single. Great song, But for the Grace of God. And then the next one is, okay, no, I've only had two on that one. I was going to put, that one he recorded of Rodney Foster's, what was that song? It Ticks Just Like a Timex. It's a Rodney Foster song, and I didn't put it on there just because I think of it more as a Rodney Foster song. I can't think of what it's called though. Something to do with Sunday. Raining on Sunday. That's what it is. Yeah. I think it's Helen here. Another one is a great 90s classic, That Ain't My Truck by Red Atkins. I think that's like the only big hit he really had. But it was a big song in the 90s. Like 94, 95 time frame. Two of the next two are of Rodney Atkins. Watching You, I love that because it's just about little kid idolizing his dad, and then Farmer's Daughter. That's another upbeat sing-along song. And then the next one is a Blake Shelton song. I like a handful of Blake Shelton, but this is probably my favorite one to listen to every great now and then. It wasn't a single. It was on, the one that's got the baby on it, called Playboys of the Southwestern World. It's a great, funny song to drink along to. And then the next one is Amy's Back in Austin. That's by Little Texas. I love this. I actually like it more when there's other people do it, because there's a few bands where I listen to where they do that song, and I just love it. Then we're almost through. The next one is Bluest Eyes in Texas, Restless Heart. Eric. I'm waiting for a big boom. There it goes. Yep, there it goes. Anyways, the next one is 2 Dozen Roses, Shenandoah. I love this song. Another great 90s classic. Daddy Never Was the Cadillac Kind. Confederate Railroad. That was another 90s hit song. Sorry, it's getting really loud. The next one is Small Town Saturday Night. That's just by Hal Ketchum. That's another great 90s classic. The next one is another Joe Nichols song, She Only Smokes When She Drinks. I love that song. It's a slow song. Great beer drinking song. Waiting for another big boom. It's about to happen. There it goes. The next one is Tequila Talking by Lone Star. I love this song. Great drinking song. And then the last one on this list is Mr. Mom by Lone Star. And that's just a fun song where about the character is a dad that goes laid off from work, and he ends up thinking it can be easy, take naps all day, and it's a lot harder than his actual job. So, but that is my first episode of favorite songs I like to listen to every now and then, not all the time. That's why I didn't include any Trent Tomlinson songs, Also check out, I've got some other videos, the top 10 songs I'm so tired of hearing in a bar by cover bands, is going to be another one. Another one should be my top 30, I think, favorite songs that are actually, that are also covers. And then I'll do some, show reviews of J.T. Hubbard and the Damn Thing live at JJ's Grill in Fort Smith, Ron Harmon and Dirty Lindsay live at Front Street Grill, and then Ron Harmon and Travis Mobley live at Crosswoods in Clarksville. Thank y'all, and I'll see y'all later.